What's up, cousins? Happy Tuesday to you. So, listen, we got to stop ignoring the truth of what's really going on out here with this weather, this weird weather that we are having. I mean, one minute you're seeing lines in the sky, and then a day or two later, we're having this freakishly crazy ice storm, like nothing but ice storm. And then a lot of people are posting on social media, clips of them trying to melt this ice, burn this ice, and ice coming down like slush. I showed you in a previous video that came out earlier today. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. Um, just weird stuff happening. We're just going to have to accept that, hey, this is happening. They are manipulating the weather. Weather modification is real. This has been going on for many, many decades. It's been used as weather warfare. And could it be used on us Americans to keep us in line? We have all these protests that are going on right now and people causing chaos in the streets. What better way to get people off the streets, right? And I'm just reaching, I'm sure I'm just reaching. And this is all entertainment purposes only, but a good way to get them off the streets and all of the stuff that's happening with the ICE shooting is to create some icy situations, right? So I wouldn't put anything past, what the government will do to control us. They've already admitted to seeing how much they can control us when it came to C-19. So what's a little weather warfare here or there, right? The only thing is we are being led into an area of no return. At any moment's notice, if we are not doing what they say, they could turn that weather on us and freeze many of us to death, flood many of us. And who's to say it hasn't already happened? So we're going to check out some clips here. It's not going to be a long video. Just going to check out some clips of what people have been noticing themselves about the chemtrails in the sky and the alleged ice that's falling but looks like pellets and styrofoam and all of the above. We already saw what happened with the fog, the chemicals in the fog and what's being left behind on cars and things like that. So yeah, a lot of stuff is going on. So we just need to stay aware. I don't feel like there's anything we could do about it. Because what's going to happen is going to happen, and some things that are happening now are biblical and have to happen in order for God to return. So let's just jump right into it. But first, there are warnings out there, for people to stay indoors because whether it's fake or real, is on the ground and it could take your life. Many people have lost their lives. 30 people to be exact have lost their lives, probably even more than that. Freakish accidents or just things that didn't have to happen that took place. So let's get into it. First, let's start with the warning from a state trooper about these icy roads and people speeding and stuff like that.
Good morning. I'm Sergeant Ellis with the Tennessee Highway Patrol. I'm at U.S. Highway 64 and Staggs Loop. It's almost at the Wayne County line on U.S. 64 here. TDOT just came through. As you can kind of see, they kind of cleared one lane right here. I will show you that this is just turning back to ice. Please stay off the roadways. They're starting to cover back over. As you can see on my car, it's freezing to the car. I'm having to use de-icer every couple of miles to be able to just see out my windshield. Please stay home unless you have an emergency. And if you have an emergency, contact emergency personnel. If you need to call 911, call 911. Star THP, star 847 if you need a trooper. Please slow down and drive safely. It's people like this. It's not the problem of going on this. It's stopping. Please stay at home.
And Kenna, I think that that's one of the things that we really like to reiterate to people at home. Yeah, I can get out in it. Yeah, I'm from the north. I can do this. But the bottom line is, if you don't have to be out, don't be out. And there's
aren't aware they are calling for more snow on Saturday. And it's just absolutely insane. They're actually calling for snow, not ice this time. But let's go over to check out what people are finding when it comes to what did fall down from the sky. What came down? Is it natural? Is it man-made?
So I thought the snow felt weird today, and we took some in the house and it wasn't like really melting. So check this out. Watch what happens. This is just crazy. Like, it's not even changing shape. Like, what is happening right now? Like, wouldn't you think this would be dripping and melting? I don't know. What do you think? Have you ever seen this happen before?
So I went out and I collected a little bit of snow and, well, ice, and I put it in a pan over the stove, and I counted to 10, and it hadn't really melted as much as I thought it would have with the heat. And then I just kept it going. And so it has melted now. There you go. There it is right there. Look how it looks, right? And then when I touch it, it doesn't just feel like water to me. It just has like, I'm not gonna say a gel to it, but it just doesn't feel like how water should feel, in my opinion.
Okay, so we're sitting here lighting snow on fire, but it's not melting and it's just literally turning black. So can somebody explain this? Like, what?
Could that be real snow? But I'm gonna leave that up to y'all. Let me know in the comments what you think about these things that I'm showing you. We're gonna let. And I don't think they're just saying, okay, it's not melting. Why is it turning black? I think it's more so what they are trying to figure out. Why is it turning black?
Ago, I saw a video on, I think, Facebook, Instagram, one of the two, and it said how the snow was not melting, it was fake. So we got all of this snow here in Dothan, Alabama, record snow, and I said, let's try it. Trying to light it on fire. When I say it is not melting, it is not melting whatsoever.
This is NASA playing God, creating clouds to create rain, and this can affect not just the location that they're in, but it travels.
Don't worry if you can't hear what I'm saying. I couldn't even hear myself. This is the loudest sound you could possibly conceive. And as it turns out, the cleanest.
Now, the most amazing thing is that that cloud up there, which was generated by the engine, is just a mixture of hydrogen and oxygen. It's water vapor. And in about an hour's time, someone in Mississippi is going to get wet washing. It will actually rain. I told you.
And so we just don't know when it's raining. Is it a true rain by God, or is it a fake rain by NASA or whoever has the most money to create this weather manipulation?
It's raining. That's unbelievable. Oh, NASA's playing God. It's making its own weather.
NASA's creating God, making its own weather. Those were his words, not mine. Have you ever seen snow look like this? This is in PA. It does look like styrofoam. They say that the snow looks like and feels like styrofoam.
Oh, it looks like a styrofoam. But it's actually an ice.
Is a video of government officials in China in the act of cloud seeding, which is when they shoot silver iodide into the atmosphere, into clouds, because what it does is it forms ice crystals, which then melt and turn into rain. So they're doing this because they've been suffering from severe droughts all over China, especially along the Yangtze River, which is one of the biggest rivers that flows through China that's been drying up all over the place, which is going to impact, you know, millions and millions and millions of human beings. So in an effort to combat this massive amount of drought that they've been suffering from for a while, they're trying to seed clouds. Now, cloud seeding has been something that's been in place around the world since like the 1940s, but recently China's got one of the biggest cloud seeding programs on the earth. According to China's State Council, the country is committed to bringing about 5.5 million square kilometers of its land under its weather modification program by 2025. And largely one of the biggest processes that they're going to be doing with that is cloud seeding. Now, cloud seeding is referred to as geoengineering, which is basically just saying like manipulating the earth. And currently there's no conventions or formal agreements that say you can't. So some people think this could be used militarily even.
All of a sudden I see all this nonsense, right? Well, then you're seeing one right now that's happening. I have planes going in and out. That wasn't here, you guys. This was not here like an hour ago. Yep, that's what's happening over here in Arizona. Can you see?
And I will say that on Thursday or Friday, I saw those same chemtrails, which chemtrails don't just stay like that. They kind of fade out. But those lines were in the sky when I was driving to Hickory, North Carolina, to pick my daughter up from work on Thursday or Friday, one of the two. And ta-da, we have all of this crazy ice. So start paying attention. And those are some of the signs, you know, that the Bible says we need to be looking up to the sky for signs and wonders. Because listen, things are going to be manipulated. They're going to call it what it's not. But we need to all call it what it is.
Pretty blue sky. Oh, just kidding. We forgot we told you guys it's going to be pouring over here, and it didn't look like it, so we got to help it out a little bit.
And everybody's going to have their own say on what they think it is. I'm interested to know what it is you think is happening. Do you believe in the cloud seeding? Do you think that that's what this past storm was? Do you think that the freakish tornadoes that we have, the hurricanes that we've had, the flooding that we've had are created by man or created by nature, by God? Let me know what you think down in the comment section. I'm interested to know. Y'all take care and stay safe. Y'all have a blessed day. Remember to hit that like button, share the video out, and I'll see you in the comments. Bye.